Hey, Danielle. There she is. What's up? What's up? Testing. Testing. Hey, thanks for coming. Testing the chat there. Testing it for me. It's working on stream there, yeah. Cool. Hey, Danielle. Hey, I saw you on Andy's stream just the other day. Well, good evening. Good evening. It might just be you hanging out for right now. We'll probably get a few more people jumping in here. Clear. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can't hear you. I mean, I hear you, but I can't hear you. Right? If you get my drift. Awesome stuff. We'll probably just hang out for a little bit before we actually get this started off. I like to kampai everybody. So Danielle, kampai. If you got something, kampai. I'm drinking the good old H2O tonight. I just felt like drinking some good old H2O, some good old agua, some good old mizu. Yeah. Might not hang out long as it's midnight here. Oh, and I just went blue. My battery died. I'm blue, dum dee dum da dum dee dum da dum dee dum da. All right, that sucks. Good way to start the stream there. With a dead battery. Hey, I'm back. Blue man. Kyushu Trail. What's up, man? Kampai. Drinking water. You're drinking tea. Good old Kyushu Trails. His recent tweet about like a delivery guy was very interesting. Like made me chuckle. Thanks for that. I needed that. I was on the train and I saw that and I was like, that's funny and kind of horrifying. Anyway. I don't know what I would actually do if I actually saw that kind of stuff, but even in Japan, yo. All right, it's kind of funny though. All right, everybody in chat has a very similar name. All right, I'm Dan. Wombat's, similar name, and Danielle. So, isn't that crazy? I mean, it's crazy, right? Isn't that ridiculous? Like, all three of us, like, we have the same similar names. It's crazy. Crazy stuff, yeah. Andy might stop by, but I'll plug Andy a little bit. But he is doing an interview tonight. Like, he got contacted by a podcaster. And he's like, hey, you want to be on my show? And Andy was like, yeah, I want to be on your show. I'm like, hey, that's cool, man. So he probably won't stop by. He might stop by for a little while, but yeah. I used to think postmen in Japan were odd. They would open my front door and just come in the house. Does that happen to you? Like they would open your front door? Like I usually open the front door. Like what do you mean they open your front door? Like they got a key to your front door? But, there's a lot of weird people in Japan, like it's not all like rainbows and like they have keys. They have keys to your like actual apartment door or like to your building, right? Like the postmen don't have keys to my apartment building. Like if they have to to deliver something, they'll like buzz, yeah. It's like a business, so I kind of get it, yeah. No, if it was open and we were home upstairs, they just opened the door. It was a house. Yeah, that's kind of strange. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm apartment building, so no. Yeah, that is kind of strange. You might have had a strange. They were friendly, but you never know, yo. Anyway, like I said, yeah, that's strange. That's strange, yo. But anyway, I'm gonna kind of go back to I lived in a house that Andy used to live in. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think Andy used to rent in a house from like a person that like owned the house. So it might have been like, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard about that though. I've heard about the house, and whatnot. But anyway, let's jump into the stream. I didn't get to do a stream last week because I just wasn't like, I started it, right? I started the stream, and just the internet gods just weren't having it. My Wi-Fi was just being wasn't having it, and I had ramen earlier that day, and it was good ramen, and I've been to the ramen place many times, but I got something slightly different. So it was really oily, and I just felt kind of blah, so that just wasn't, working out either. So I streamed for like maybe 30 minutes, but I didn't touch any of my topic. Yeah, let's dive back into it. If, you've guys been here a little bit, you might know the topic, but I found this like really unique list on the interwebs of 138 unique types of Japanese culture. Just ways, different 138 different aspects of Japan and Japanese culture that are very unique to Japan. And yeah, I've been going through them slowly and surely, and kind of getting derailed and off topic quite a bit on a lot of different subjects and stuff like that. And I just figured, hey, I'll ramble, talk about this list, talk about what I can talk about, and see what sticks. I'm just gonna start at number 26. I'm not gonna do a rundown. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll start at number 1 and just read through them again here. Some good old mouth trumpet there. Number one, scrolling through the phones was. Come on. Number 1 was Japanese food. Yes, as we all know, Japanese food is very unique to Japan and have lots of good, yummy stuff. Number 2 was onsen. The onsen hot spring culture in Japan is definitely very unique, for sure. I just did a video on onsen. Check it out. I think you guys probably have, yeah. Kimono are definitely very Japanese. That was number 4. Number 5 was manga, very unique. Onsen is amazing. Yes, Daniel, I love me some onsen. Manga, very Japanese. Number 5 was temples and shrines on the list. Number 6, hanami. I can't wait for some hanami next spring. I'm over winter already. Number 7 was Japanese architecture. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of Japanese architecture, some country-style houses and stuff like that. Very interesting. Number 8 was festivals. Japanese festivals are definitely very, very unique, and I think I talked about Yamakasa, which is the festival here in Kyushu that happens every July. Number 9 was tea ceremony, or sado, I believe is what it's called in Japanese, but there's many different kinds of tea ceremony throughout the world, but Japanese ones obviously very, very unique to Japan. Number 10, Japanese movies. Yes, that's very unique. I can't talk about Japanese movies that much, so yeah, whatever. Number 11 was green tea, matcha, the whole matcha craze. Number 12 was kabuki theater. I can't talk about kabuki very much, but I want to go see kabuki one day. I think they have a Star Wars kabuki, and that would be fun to see. Anyway, number 13 was bowing. Japan is very unique in their bowing system, and I think many other places in the world bow, but Japan definitely does its own kind of style. Number 14 was the kawaii culture. The kawaii culture of Japan and how everything has to have a character on it. Like, I work at an international school, and I'm having issues with the video stream down in Oz. I hope everything is working fine. Is it lagging for you? How is it looking for you? My internet says it's actually doing fine. Hopefully the internet gods are not cursing me again. Hopefully. Yeah, I think it's working okay. I don't know, my phone, I just kind of turned myself on and turned myself on. I turned the stream on my phone. Okay. Yeah, just the vid. Maybe it's down here. I don't know. My cell phone, I turned the video on my cell phone, and I don't know. Hit me up in the chat, everybody, if the video is working fine for you. I hope it is. It says my internet connection is going well. So, new video up, Star Wars Battlefront. All right, thanks, Jarvis. Yeah, it's okay here. I heard Australia's internet is bad. Oh, man, my internet is bad. Jarvis, yeah, new Star Wars stuff going up, man. Star Wars, for sure. Cool. Number 14 was the kawaii culture in Japan. Number 15, izakaya. I love me some izakaya and izakaya food, for sure. Number 16 was miko-san. Miko-san, which is basically the temple girls, the ladies, the Kyushu, yes, the next is worse is here. For sure. But Miko-san are basically the shrine maidens, are basically the women that help out at the shrine, and they have a ceremonial things that they do at the temple, and they have to be women to do it and stuff like that. I don't know. Number 17 was Japanese masks. Yeah, Japanese have some pretty cool masks, like Tengu mask and fox mask and all sorts of stuff. Number 18 was Japanese candy. Definitely a lot of interesting Japanese candy out there. Number 19, Japanese gardens. I love me a good old Japanese garden. My wife was a Miko-san. Oh, nice. That's cool. My wife was not a Miko-san. She's Japanese, but not Miko-san. That's cool. That's cool, man. I think there's anyway, I don't know much about it. I was just kind of going to go on a rant, but no. Number 20 was Japanese fashion. How Japanese fashion used to be kind of really crazy and out there, and I think you'll still find some of those people in Akihabara and stuff like that, but the general consensus on a stream of about 5 or 6 of us, because we decide everything, that Japanese street fashion is kind of dying out. Back in the day, it was kind of crazy and all kinds of stuff, but the quick fashion from Uniqlo and GU and Right On and all those kind of stores have really kind of just made Japanese fashion kind of lame, 21 was sumo. I love me some sumo. I could talk about sumo for days. Number 22 was tatami mats. Tatami mats are very interesting. 23, chopsticks. Chopstick culture in Japan. Japan has many different, lots and lots of chopstick etiquette. It's very interesting. I think Andy in his recent video was talking about that, and I did a collaboration video with Mayday-san, and about gaijin bingo. I got this awesome little thing going on. Yeah, whatever. I got awesome hair. Mayday-san, about gaijin bingo, and about how basically in Japan, if you're a foreigner like me and like Kyushu Trails and Danielle and whoever else is hanging out in the chat there that is not Japanese, you kind of play bingo in that you get asked a lot of the same questions by a lot of different people, hey, can you eat natto, and hey, yeah, what Andy said, and I totally agree with it, is that I've never been told, can you use chopsticks? I've been asked, can you use chopsticks? But I've always been told, oh, washi jozu desu ne, and it's kind of well, yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal, there's people in the United States can use chopsticks, whatever. So yeah, chopsticks was Japanese one, yeah. 24 was karaoke. Definitely Japan loves its karaoke for sure. And it's very unique, very different than anywhere else in the United States. Number 25, Andy's favorite, Mikoshi, Omikoshi. He's very good at that. And number 26 was Kami. Kami. So basically, gods, Japanese spirits and gods, Shinto religion, and the gods. And it's said that there's like 8 million of them, but probably more or less. Who's counting? Anyway, number 27. Number 27 is where I started talking about it on last stream, and it just my stream just decided to die out and just wasn't gonna work. So, yeah. Number 27 was Japanese literature. Japanese literature. So I've actually read quite a few Japanese books. And actually, I've read a lot of the translated ones. So, and I don't care. I could probably read it in Japanese, but I read it the translated versions, and I'm okay with that. So deal with it if you're a purist or whatever. You got to read it in Japanese, whatever. But I have a big old stack of books over here that I would like to bring out, and I've had it out, ever since. It's not that big, but it's some stuff that, it was on my bookshelf. Yeah. So bear with me. Bear, rawr. Okay, anyway. I saw a dumb tweet with that in there recently. This was a Japanese book that I used to study when I was in the University of Hawaii. And yeah. I dig this book because it's like mainly all in Japanese. Yeah, intermediate and integrated approach to intermediate Japanese, and I still kept it. I should probably go through this and バスがすぐ来たのであんまり待てないで I don't know. Whatever. That's my Japanese book. So I guess that's kind of literature, but not really literature. It's a textbook, so whatever. This is another book that I have, Okinawan English workbook, word book. So at the University of Hawaii, they had, I think, one of the only universities in the United States that offers Okinawan language class. So I took that, and it was really fun. So that's another book. All right, so now actually getting into novels, some novels here, and Murakami. Haruki Murakami, Norwegian Wood. Very good book. I recommend it. I think they made it into a movie. I'd be interested in seeing the movie. But this was a good book. Hit me up in chat. Oh, yeah. Hey, Kishu Charles read Norwegian Wood. Pretty good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very interesting tale. And I have something to say about all these books combined later. I have a bunch of different authors. But anyway, so Norwegian was good. Norwegian Wood was a very good book. Here's another Haruki Murakami book. This was what I talk about when I talk about running. So Haruki, the movie was good. Movie was good too. I'll have to see that. I don't know where I can see that, but this book is kind of like an autobiography by Murakami, and he just kind of talks about, like, he's an avid runner. He runs a lot of marathons, triathlons, and all that kind of stuff. And he just kind of, like, this book was basically written about kind of what he thinks about what goes on in his mind when he you read this one too, Kyushu Wombat? This one is, I thought this was pretty interesting, like just kind of picking it apart. It's very interesting, just kind of talking about his mindset, how he came to be what he is today, or just breaking himself down, just kind of talking about it. It's good one. Yeah. Murakami, very good. I think I read another one of Murakami's book. I don't remember, but I read another one of him. I don't know if I have it on me on the bookshelf here. Anyway, yeah. So another one that I enjoyed was Confession of a Mask by Yukio Mishima. Kafka on the Shore is good. Oh, that sounds familiar. That's by Murakami, right? Yeah. I feel so uncultured. I only read them backwards picture books. Them backwards pictures. Some know it as manga. However, one of my kids call them backwards picture books. Some backwards picture books. I never really got into manga. I don't know. It's not bad. I enjoy manga, but I just prefer the good old, words on a page, and I create the picture in my head, Yeah, I recommend Confession of a Mask. It's very interesting. Very interesting book. Pretty quick read. It's like 254 pages. I could probably read this in like a day, for sure. But yeah, this one is a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Yeah. I only had cookbooks. I could not read. Oh, okay. Yeah. For sure. This one is Musui's Story. Okay. This one is actually a bit of a harder, not a harder read, but I took my last year of college, right? So I studied pretty dang hard. Took the max credits I could when I was in college at the University of Hawaii. And my last semester, my advisor said, go nuts. Take whatever you want to take. As long as it has to do with Asia, I don't care what you take. So I took tea ceremony class. I took Okinawan dance class. I took sanshin class. So I learned how to play the sanshin, Okinawan kind of shamisen, I guess you say. So tea ceremony, Okinawan dance, sanshin, gagaku, which is basically like kind of the traditional Japanese music that's like wee, wee. I played the ryuteki. And anyway, what I'm trying to say is that one of my classes was history of samurai, because why not? And I had to buy that, or I had to get this book. This was a textbook, but it was still pretty interesting. Like, it's an autobiography of a Tokugawa samurai. So, pretty interesting. Like, you got to kind of know a little bit of the history behind samurai and stuff like that to like kind of get this one, but it is interesting, yeah. Here we are. This is another interesting one by another big reader. Osamu Dazai. No Longer Human. No Longer Human. This one is actually a pretty famous book too. But yeah, this one is good. This one is very good. I enjoy this one. This one is very good. Yasunari Kawabata, Snow Country. Snow Country. This was a very... I like this book. This was an interesting book. I think this is in Nagano, actually. I know it's in the north area. I know it's just somewhere where it's you ate that book? You ate it. Like you ate Snow Country? Itadakimasu. But or do you hate that book? Did you just forget it? No. But yeah. The Snow Country, I enjoy Snow Country. It's very good. No. I ate No Longer Human. You ate it. What do you mean you ate it? Like you like it's only like 169 pages. Like I could probably read this on my train ride. No, maybe not. 40 minutes. I couldn't read that in 40 minutes, but I could give me like 3 hours and this would be done. Yeah. This one's a pretty interesting one. Snow Country is very good. I don't have it. 食べました。食べた。美味しかった。ごちそうさまです。This was another one that I bought for, it was a class. And I believe this was part of my textbooks that I had to get for the samurai class. Yeah, because this my professor, which kind of looking at it, again, my professor actually wrote this book. So he's repping his book. He's repping his book. So I had to buy his book to be part of his class, But this was still pretty interesting. I don't think I got all the way through it because it's very technical. Not technical, but it's a lot of dates and numbers and facts and stuff like that. But I don't know. My bookshelf has got a lot of books on it. Like, there it is right there. It's really, really messy. Lots of other books and stuff on there. It's kind of messy right now. Dan, have you ever attended any Japanese sports events? Yes, I have. I've been to sumo, and I have been to many a baseball games. Many of a baseball game, yeah. My favorite Japanese novel is Women of the Dunes by Kobo Abe, I think. And the Sumiyakiist Q, but I can't remember. Those sound good, and I would probably eat both of them. But yeah, just Mike, please. Why do you ask? I enjoy, like I said, I've been to sumo, and I have been to. Oh, my internet's not gonna be fun. I'm gonna be lagging, guys. SoftBank Hawks for sure. SoftBank Hawks. Go SoftBank Hawks. Kyushu, yeah. Do you support a team? Do you support a baseball team? Sumo, I kind of like. Who do I like? Tochiozan is pretty cool. I like Tochiozan. He's not doing very good. He actually dropped down to judo, but you don't want to get me talking about sumo because I could keep talking about sumo like crazy. Yeah. But yeah. Another couple of books that I don't have. I probably have them somewhere. I don't know where they're at, but Botchan, which is another good one, and I believe that's by Natsumi Soseki, which is a good book. And Kokoro was another very good book. Kokoro. I'm looking at my bookshelf to see if I can spot them on there. Yeah. I don't see them. Yeah. Baseball isn't big in the UK. However, I just follow the Red Sox, and I'm a New England sports fan. Sure, man. Cool. Yeah, Red Sox. My older sister. She went to college in Boston. And she definitely roots for the Red Sox. She loves the Red Sox. She's a big Red Sox fan. So anyway, Japanese novels, Japanese literature. I love it. Yeah. Soccer. Yeah. I don't know about baseball, but Gear Vance, Kitakyushu fan. Nice. Yeah. I like soccer too. I just never, like in the United States, like where I'm from in the United States, I'm actually from like the middle of America. I lived in Hawaii for the past 10 years. And they don't have a professional soccer team there. And my internet, I might be lagging little bits because it dips down to like really bad. But anyway, yeah, I enjoy soccer. I played soccer as like a kid and stuff, and I really enjoy it. And I'd still like, kind of go around and kick the ball and stuff like that. Kick the football around, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've never been to there's this team where I'm at from here in Kitakyushu. I should definitely go to one of those games. I bet it's pretty fun. The stadium's not too far away. It's in Kokoro, right? That's where it's at. Kokoro? That's only like maybe, I don't know, 20-minute train ride from where I live. Yeah, for sure. So that was Japanese literature. There's another one, not Bochan. Oh, man. There's another really good one that I really, really liked. Anyway, yeah. I could talk about Japanese literature a lot, but not really talk about it, but just talk about what I've read, yeah? Yeah, it's a beautiful stadium, yeah? Vlog it if you do, please, sir. I will. I'll do that. I'll go to a soccer game. For sure. All right, so moving on to number 28. Number 28 is the service culture in Japan, and how Japan is very much known for its omotenashi, which is basically the spirit of service, or being a good host, and whatnot. So, I'm pretty pleased with the levels of service in Japan. Like I think they do go a little bit further than most other places, but you kind of, there's some places where you don't get pretty good service, but it's not a perfect place. But overall, irashaimase. Yeah. Yes, do not tip in Japan. It's not a thing. Tipping in Japan is not a thing. Mike, you've never been to Japan? Well, you should come to Japan. Plug in the channel. Yeah, no. Do not tip in Japan, because if you leave too much money, they're gonna chase you out of the restaurant and say, "Oh, you forgot your money." Yeah, it's just not a thing. Tipping is not a thing, and like, people don't have to work for tips here. I wonder if there's like places that you can like give like a little bit of like, no, I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, no tipping. No tipping in Japan. But yeah, the service culture is great in Japan. Number 29. Number 29, moving along tonight, is Jizzle. Jizzle. I don't know the actual pronunciation. I need to get Dogan here, yeah? I love tipping. I love that tipping is not a thing here. Yeah, right? You don't have to think about it, Like in the United States, like, you got to think about it, like, all right, how much, blah, 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 And in Hawaii, right? Hawaii is tip crazy, man. And people get pissed if you don't tip them, And it's just like, dang, dude, like, tips at the end of the day are optional, You ain't got to pay tips. Unless you have a party of 8 or more, and then it's an included gratuity. But in Hawaii, right? So you got to tip your taxi driver, right? And you got to tip the bellman that's going to like take your bags to your room. You got to tip the room service. If you order room service, you got to tip the person who just like pushed a cart and brought you food, right? You got to tip your tour guide. If you go on a tour, like, you got to tip the tour guide, If you go out to eat at a restaurant, you got to tip someone there, So, it's just like tip. And there's a lot of Japanese tourists that, it's kind of gotten really bad in Hawaii because they don't really know how to tip. And 9 times out of 10, they know that you have to tip, and they don't. Yeah, mendokusai yo. Chou mendokusai. But anyway, like in Japan, or the tourists that go to Hawaii from Japan, right? They know that they have to tip, but they don't really know like the customary amounts. So either they tip like super low or like extremely over tip. And the over tip is always awesome, right? But the under tip is always like gets people pissed, And I just saw a lot of people that, and because I worked at a hotel and stuff like that, and like just some of the bellmen, like I was working at the hotel because I spoke Japanese, right? And I serviced, a lot of Japanese. I helped a lot of the Japanese, tourists that came to the hotel, and whatnot. But a lot of the bell guys, they don't speak Japanese. They don't have to. They just got to be big and buff and can carry like 40 bags on their back, Great dudes, but they would get really worked up about like, oh man, this Japanese guy, he only gave me like $3 and he had like 8 bags, I'm just like, well, dude, like, they don't know, it's like you go to their culture and then you just like, wear your shoes all over their tatami mat and all that kind of stuff, they're gonna get pretty pissed at you, Anyway, man, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just not a thing here, and I'm okay with that. Anyway, number 29 was Jizzo, which basically Jizzo are like those little kami that have like the little red bibs wrapped around their necks and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see. This is what those guys. I don't know. You can probably kind of make it out a little bit, but it's like the little statues, the little kami, the protector of the children in the afterlife is what they call it. I'm just gonna read a number of what they have. Jizzo is a kami who is thought of as a protector of children in the afterlife. He takes many forms, but is often depicted as a cute little monk statue. These statues are popular and can be found in great numbers in every region of Japan. People tear Jizzo statues in the winter by giving them bibs, hats, and occasionally scarves. Yeah. Love me some Ojizu-san. Yeah, see them all the time around the mountains. Yeah. You'll see them in really rural places and just kind of places that you're not expecting them to be, and they're just kind of like, guardians. And ever been to Sugao waterfall in Kitakyushu. Many ojizu. I'm gonna have to go there. Thank you for the tip. I have not. I've actually only lived in Kitakyushu since April. Before that, I lived 5 minutes away from Hakata Station for like 2 years. So there's many places in Kitakyushu that I still have yet to explore. But Sugao Taki, I'm gonna have to go to that. I went to a river this past summer and it was great. It was awesome, and me and my son were like playing in the river and stuff like that. And it was great, you know. He's still little. He's only 2, so he couldn't really do too much. But like it was still fun just to like, you know, play in the river and throw rocks and splash around and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, Ojizu-san, I don't know much about them, but I know they're like the little kami statues, the little Buddha statues. Not Buddha. They're little just statues, yeah. I recommend Sugawara. I'll put it into Google Map, and you'll find it for sure. I'll definitely do that. I'm going to do that. Number 30. Yes, number 30 is I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna put in Sugao Taki. Sugao Taki, right? Yeah, it's gotta be what it is. Sugao. I'm gonna put it in English and see what happens. Oh, yep, came right. Oh, it's in Kokura? That's not that far from me, man. Let's see. Driving directions. How long does it take me to drive there? Directions, please. Directions. Oh, it'll take me like 45 minutes. If I go that way, yeah, I would probably go that way. It'll take about 45 minutes or so. Yeah, I'll definitely have to go there. Interesting stuff. It would take me 6 hours if I walked there. Anyway, cool stuff. Yeah. Number 30. Number 30 is definitely very, very Japanese culture. And they do it amazing. And I get one like every other day. Is obento. Obento. Japanese obento. Love me a good old karage bento. So where I work at, it's like an international after school program. But the company that I work for is just a big like eikaiwa kind of course that has a lot of what is it? They have classrooms inside of big shopping malls, right? But they have a new pilot program that I've been doing, and basically it's an after school, so the kids can come to our program for 4 hours, right? So it's like kind of an after school kind of thing. Anyway, right next to that, they have this really local like little bento place, and it's called Sushi House. But you did throw out my old photo. Actually, they're using it, right? It's on like a little poster board, but it's like flipped to the back, and I was just helping move stuff around. I was like, whoa, wombat, what? You know? So you're still on display. But it's very not noticeable. Like if you no one knew it, like I was like, wait a second, you know? Anyway, the bento place I go to, it's called Sushi House, right? And like everybody working there is definitely in their 60s, but they have this karage bento, and it's banging, man. The karage bento is so good. Portions so big. It's only like 540 yen, and you get 5 pieces of big old karage, not any of this like kind of small stuff, you know. And then they give you like a big mountain of rice, and they give you like a salad and lots of different stuff. Yeah. Yes, I have osechi at New Year's. We go to my wife's family's house. We all gather there, and it's a big old fun mess. It's just you know, I have my son, but my wife's sister, older sister, has 2 kids, and they're right around the same. My wife's sister's kid is 3 and 1, right? So It's literally like we got a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 3-year-old, and it's just a tornado. It's just a tornado, and you have grandma and grandpa, and like we don't feed our son like a lot of like sweets. Like we give him fruit like nobody's business. Like he loves blueberries, he loves bananas, he loves like we just ate pear tonight. We had like a big old pear. The pear was like this big. It's a big old nashi. It was bigger than my son's head, you know. Anyway, but when we go to grandma and grandpa's house, you know, they have Christmas cake and they have like lots of sweets and stuff like that, and they dump it all into juice and all this kind of stuff. You know, they just dump the sugar into the kids, you know, and they just go nuts. You know, it's really fun. But yeah, osechi, we have osechi. I might try to like kind of film a lot of that. What I can. I've got a big pair of kids. Sorry. I was just thinking dirty thoughts. I got a big bear. I got a big old bear.
I got a big bear.
I got a big bear. I got a big bear. Oh gosh. Anyway. Good stuff. Yeah. Obento. I love me obento. Love me a good old bento. And osechi, but I might try to take some video of what I can of osechi. Like I said, I get like, you know, so many kids running around, and my wife's, sister, two sisters actually, and grandma and grandpa and my wife's sister's husband, you know, so it's just a bunch of people hanging out, and you know, a decent sized like Japanese house. Like their house isn't small, but it's Japanese house, so it's not huge by any means. So for sure, obento. Number 31, it kind of goes in there. Yeah, yes, please. I love to consume Japanese content for sure. Arigatou gozaimasu. Zehi. Mite kudasai. I have another video that I'm gonna put out, and it's awesome. It was a very unexpected video that I got to make. I didn't plan on making it, but it was one of those dang only in Japan moments. But I lost my wallet, and it came back to me. Like I lost my wallet on the train, and it came back to me. And to be fair, it's not my actual wallet, right? It was I have like this little money clip thing. It's like a leather money clip, and I got for like literally my 15th, when I was 15 years old in Christmas. I've had this thing for a long time. It's just held up, really nice leather. It's got like a magnet, whatever. But I put my IC cards, basically like my train cards. You know, it's the card that I would just like tap, and like a fast pass or rapid pass, a commuter pass or whatever. It's got my name on it, and I actually had 2 of those in there, and I had a couple of Tokyuken, which are express tickets. To ride the express train, you need the extra 520 yen ticket. I had like 4 of those, like unused. So I lost that on the train. I filled out a claim as soon as I knew it was lost. Literally as I got off the train, right? I got off the train, was getting ready to go out of the gate, right? And I'm like, what the hell? Where's my card? Where I was like patting myself down crazy, like where's it at? You know, and they let me out without having to pay or anything like that. You know, like all right, just go ahead, go fill out a claim or like a lost and found thing. Literally the next day came back to me. And again, it wasn't my actual wallet, but the thing is, if someone knew what that commuter pass was, that commuter pass, I go from Kitakyushu to Hakata almost every single day, right? That commuter pass cost me 3,000 yen, which is about $300, right? For that commuter pass. So I was like, dang, man, that's $300. My company pays for it, but, you know, I have to pay for it up front, and, like, yeah, I just didn't want to have to, like pay for it again. You can get it reissued, which is fine, but it just, it's like a whole process, and I was just like, ugh. Yeah, every day, dude. But I ride Tokyo, so from Ordio, it's not too bad. Like, it only takes like 40 minutes. It's not bad at all when there's no delay. If there's delays, it's horrible. But yeah, and the most amazing thing was that the Tokyuken didn't like go missing. Like those are, I had like 4 of them, right? And they cost 520 yen. Anybody can use those. Anybody can use those if they find it. They can pick it up and blah blah blah. So anyway, I got to film that video of my wallet coming back to me. I didn't really want to have that. I didn't want to film that video. And you've heard about it, about how people will drop their wallet and every single penny, every single, bill in their wallet will come back to them, So, but yeah. Thanks for hitting the like button. A couple people hit the like button, so that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Number 31 was Japanese rice, okome. In Japan, they love their rice, okome daisuki, and I eat rice quite a bit. I don't want to say every day, but yeah, thanks man. Yeah, I'm super stoked that it came back. I was gonna make the video of me losing my wallet, whether or not I got it back or not, but I was gonna put it out, but I got it back, so it's a happy ending to my little saga. Anyway, Japanese rice. I eat a lot of rice living in Japan, just because it's I would say it's one of the staple foods. I had rice today because I got a bento from good old Famima from Family Mart today, because I'm doing winter school. at the international after school that I work at, and the kids can come to the school from 8:30 in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. They can be there all day. And we had one kid that showed up at 8:30, and he was there until about 6 o'clock. He's a good kid. He's one of the good kids, and he's one of the ones that, like, I don't mind. He's chill, like he's chill with you, right? But there's some of the kids that's just like, I enjoy working with kids. I'm pretty, chill dude. But there's just some kids that I don't want to be with them for 10 hours. It's not right. It's just testing you, and there's just, anyway, that's a whole different bag of worms there. Someone said they don't eat Japanese rice because farmers whiz on it. They probably do pee on it. Have anything to do with your recent tweet? I watched that guy. That guy's pretty funny. Yeah, adds the flavor. No, man, it adds the minerals. It needs the minerals. It needs the fertilization, the plants break it down, so it's aight, No, like Kyushu Trails on his Instagram, he linked to another guy who had a funny story about a delivery guy, right, who wasn't delivering a package to his house, but like right next to his neighbor in his apartment complex, right? And so the guy, being Japanese, like apartments and stuff like that, sometimes the walls are pretty thin. You can hear people when they're outside your apartment, when they're not at your apartment, because, like, you can. Like, at my apartment now, not so much. But a previous apartment I lived, like, you could hear when people were coming and going and whatnot out in the hallway. Anyway, moral of the story is that the delivery guy, right, was dropping off a package, knocking on the door, his neighbor, and they weren't there. So in Japan, they fill out like a Johnny in Japan. He's a funny dude. Yeah, he drinks a lot. I definitely would like to drink with that guy. So in Japan, like, if you're not home, they'll fill out a slip and they'll say, "Hey, we missed you," blah blah blah, and he leaves it on there. And the delivery guy was like walking away, but like in the hallway. Oh, nice. I subscribed to him too after I listened to that story. I have to sneeze. It's coming. Sorry. Andy! Fresh off the podcast. How did that go? Anyway, completing my story there. Basically, a Japanese delivery man dropped off like the package slip or whatnot, and then like in the hallway, but still within like view of like the kind of like the little like oh, gotcha guys. Anyway, I'm not in middle school anymore, but the little eye hole like in your door that you can see out, he could see that the dude like dropped his pants or unzipped his pants and was peeing in a flower box. So like the way he was describing it is that like there's like flower boxes that are like on the railing, like because he's on like the second floor, and the delivery dude was just like peeing in like these people's like, you know, flower boxes and stuff like that, you know. And we're talking about Kyushu Trails' tweet, you know, and they were just taking a piss, you know. He was just pissing in, you know, he's a delivery dude, you know. And it was funny how Johnny, the guy, he handled it, but basically, yeah, right. He like turned his lock really loud, so it went ka-chunk, and like so the delivery guy was like, oh shit, you know, and like he heard that and like bolted or whatever. I haven't had anything like, well, I've had something like that when I was in Tokyo like many years ago, just on like just a trip, hanging out with some guys, right? I forget where we're at. Hey, Simper X. Hey man, thanks for stopping by. Oh, and kampai to Andy, and kampai to Simper X, and kampai to Just Mike, and kampai to everybody. Kampai. All right, yeah. For sure. But I was in Tokyo. Old dude, just literally walking down the street, whips out his junk and starts peeing. Like, literally, like probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon, broad daylight. He just did not care. He was pissing in the street. Like, I was like, what the, you know? And it was kind of on a crowded street too. Like, it was like one of those like sidewalks where like you kind of had to, you know, let people kind of pass. You know, people are just like, what the fuck, you know? Like, anyway, so I've had that, you know, but still a delivery driver. Like I said, like in my tweet to Kyushu, I said I would film that shit, you know, and dude, I'd hope it goes viral, you know, try to like put a description in Japanese as best as possible and say, hey, stop this guy, and hopefully the news would pick it up, because I feel like the news would probably blow that up like crazy. Yeah, I mean, I've done the whole drunken stumble around, find a dark alley where it's late at night, and you know, it's one of those places where like nobody's gonna be walking around and stuff like that. But yeah, I've done those late night pees, you know, or peed on a phone pole or something like that, like 3 o'clock in the morning, you know. But never on a train platform. That's crazy, man. And Simper X, he says, hello everyone, sorry I just stopping by. I have been awake for 18 hours. Really like this channel, so I'm going to bed now. All right, man. Good night. Oh, yeah, something to say, man. Get some sleep, dude. That's been up a lot, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's it'd be a big deal here. It's pretty socially acceptable to pee in public. Old dudes pee on the station platforms all over Japan. I've seen that a ton. Dang, dude, I've never seen that. Yeah, check out Miyahiro's channel. I will. Miyahiro-san comes to my streams. Does he have like a cool channel or something like that? Miyahiro-san. I didn't know he had a channel. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. And Jarvis is still hanging out, man. Thanks for like popping back in, Jarvis. But anyway, old dudes, like, you know, I mean, I don't know. Oh, Miyahiro's live now. I can't check it out because I'm live. Anyway, yeah, check out Kyushu Trails' tweet. Johnny in Japan. Interesting video. Seems like an interesting dude. So we were talking about rice. And then and then Kyushu Trails derailed me with his pee stories. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, number 31 was Japanese rice, and it's very good, and I love me some Japanese rice.
I did a live stream about Japanese food, and maybe I'll just do another one, talk about Japanese food again, because I feel like I could do that again too. But onigiri, I love me a good old onigiri, and I had onigiri. I had a bento, and I bought onigiri as well. So I had like double rice today. Number 32, which I think is 32 is really cool, and I think is very interesting, is Kyudo. Kyudo. Japanese archery. Kyudo is the Japanese art of archery. It's amongst Japan's oldest martial art and predates the samurai. The bow used in Kyudo, known as the yumi, are exceptionally long and have a symmetrical shape. Yumi originated in the 3rd century BC and are extremely powerful bows that are a bit difficult to handle. As a result, Kyudo isn't usually taught until the age of 15. Hey, good morning, bro. Rob's here. That's my big bro. My big old bro. But, hey, morning. Hey, I like that. I like that Kyushu Trails, that bow and arrow. But yeah, Kyudo. I've actually seen some Kyudo, some cultural demonstrations of Kyudo, Japanese archery, and it's really cool. Like it's very interesting form of archery. Like I'm not like into archery like a lot, but I just think the Japanese one is very interesting, you know. It is a little bit kind of stoic in that it's kind of like every arrow is shot in a ritualistic manner because they have so many steps that they have to go through. Yeah, like Kyudo. And actually it's not really Kyudo, but I guess it kind of is. But in Kitakyushu here, they have the whole mounted archer kind of things in Kokura, and I wanted to go to that this year, but I forget. I was busy or something like that. I saw a bit at high school. It's interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, the bows are like ridiculously long and like, you know, very interesting type of archery. So Kyudo, definitely Japanese archery is very very interesting part. And if I knew more about it, I would talk about more of it. But I don't know much about Japanese archery. I just know that I've seen it and it's really cool. Mounted archery is amazing. The balance between man and horse is amazing. Yeah, and actually Japan has a long history of mounted archery. So again, I mentioned earlier my last semester of college at the University of Hawaii. In Hawaii, they say Hawaii. They don't say Hawaii. They say Hawaii. Anyway, I took a history of samurai class, and the most effective and the most feared of all samurai. Oh, you saw the Hawaii pronunciation in Ocarina of Time? They say that in there, don't they? I think they say that in there, yeah. Anyway, the mounted archers were some of the most feared because they were the most mobile, and they were the best. They were pretty much the tanks of that medieval warring states period kind of in Japan. And yeah, mounted archers is very cool. Number 33. I don't know much about it. I've seen a lot of it. It's just not my thing. My phone's going nuts. Come on, phone. Come on, phone. My phone's going dumb. Theanyway, I'll just read it this way. Yosakoi dance. No, I saw mounted archery in Ocarina of Time. Yeah. There you go. My phone went back to normal. Anyway, but Yosakoi dance is a very popular dance with kind of like a lot of different, they have lots of Yosakoi teams and whatnot, and groups and clubs and stuff like that, and maybe high school groups. But I'll read what Yosakoi actually is. But Yosakoi is a modern festival dance that is based on older influences such as awa odori. It has a flexible format that allows teams to choreograph their own dances for competitions. This has made Yosakoi a popular dance, and practically every university and college in Japan has a team. There you go, right there. It also has a common for community organizations, companies to have a Yosakoi team. Yosakoi dance festivals tend to be lively and original, as each team works elements. Each team's works elements of their own hometown culture into their costumes and performance. Yeah, Yosakoi is cool. I know koi dance, but not Yosakoi dance. Yosakoi. You don't know Yosakoi? You know Yosakoi. I think the most isn't Soran Bushi. Soran Bushi is like Soran Yakasha Yakasha. That's Yosakoi, right? I feel like no, maybe not. I don't know. Yosakoi. It's just like kind of a popular kind of thing that a lot of people do. A lot of younger, I want to say younger, many ages do it, but again, I think it's a lot of colleges do it in high schools and stuff like that. But it's basically like a big old dance team, and it's very Japanese influenced and whatnot. Maybe I've seen it, but I didn't know what it was called at the time. Yeah, you've probably seen it. You've seen it at a festival or whatnot, you know. I'm not into it like that much. I just know when I worked in Hawaii, I keep like making full circles around Hawaii, that we had a big festival, right? And I worked for a Japanese travel agency. So I had to organize like a couple groups that were coming from Japan to the festivals and kind of like, you know, be their tour coordinator and stuff like that. And they were Yosakoi groups, and yeah, whatever. They're really cool. A lot of high energy dancing, and you know, I don't know. I'm not a dancer. Number 34, and I feel like it goes like along with, yeah, kind of yes and no. Number 34 is Japanese houses. I guess that can kind of be tied into Japanese architecture, but yeah, I think Chris Sakura has a Yosakoi festival video. Yeah, I joined one of his live streams. Like he was basically doing like Uber Eats. Like he was doing like he's delivering food, right? Grubhub, I think it was called Grubhub. So basically like he's just in his car like getting orders for food to like drive to people, and I just was like joining his live stream and just talking about Kitakyushu, because he like spent a lot of time in Kitakyushu and stuff. He's an interesting dude. His channel is really like funny and very unique. He's a funny dude. But yeah, he did a video on yeah, he's hilarious. I join his streams all the time. I'll try to join his stream sometime when you're there too, because he's a funny dude. Yeah. Anyway, Japanese houses for sure, very, very, very different than any of the houses that I've lived in. And even Japanese apartments. Japanese apartments are also very different than any apartment that I've ever lived in the United States. Very different. Definitely tatami mats are one of them. Most Japanese houses don't have central heating, so like they don't have like the air conditioning that's like built into the house and stuff like that. You have a separate unit, and that's what my RoboCop is doing for me right here. In my office room here, I don't have a heater, which would, can you see right there? Try to point to it on the camera. Okay, that right there is like that thing on that circle right there. That's where you would wait. I get all backwards like with the camera, but that guy over there, that guy right there, you screw that off, right? And that's where you'd have like kind of the outlet or the input outlet. I don't know. I'm not into like the whole air conditioning kind of stuff, but Japanese houses, insulation. What is it? Yeah, they don't insulate, right? Insulation is like not a thing. That's you would hook up like stuff like that to go to like, it's not a radiator, it's like the fan and stuff like that is outside and like whatever, that goes to the outside, whatever. But yeah, Japanese houses, you have to have a separate air conditioning unit. You buy it and it's just, they're freaking expensive. I think ours costs like $2,000 or something like that. I mean, it gets us nice and toasty and nice and cool in the summer, but dang, it's expensive, you know. Probably much cheaper than actually building it. I don't know. Yeah, it's strange, right? There's no central heating. It's all like maybe I'll do a video on that. I don't know. We'll see. So this room that I'm in now doesn't have a heater. This guy, like I said, RoboCop next to me. I'm just gonna call him RoboCop. I put my Bluetooth speaker on top of him. It's heating me up in here. I was away from the keyboard, but yeah, I miss insulation a little, or maybe a lot. I know my wallet does. Yeah. But for sure, yeah, that's what RoboCop is doing. Oh, okay, there you go. I was clicking around on some stuff, and anyway, but yeah, Japanese houses, that's definitely, they're very, very unique. Genkan, the little kind of entryway to the houses, and Japanese toilets. I got me a nice. I just put new insulation in the attic. Nice attics. Those don't exist in Japan. I don't want to say that they don't exist, but they're few and far between. To my knowledge, I don't know. Kyushu and Andy, do you guys have any? Do you guys know of attics in houses? Like not my grandparents. I call them the grandparents because they're my son's grandparents. Here in Japan, but they don't got an attic. They have 2 floors, right? But they don't have an attic. Yeah. I like abandoned Japanese houses being taken back by nature. Yeah, I saw one on TV. What's that? Putsunto Ikenya. Do you know that show? Putsunto Ikenya. I would love to live in one of those houses, like Putsunto Ikenya. Like, it's basically like a house in the middle of nowhere. And they had one on TV just yesterday. That was just like taken over by nature. Yeah, Japanese houses are very unique. Very, very unique. They're pretty cool and sad at the same time. Yeah. Pretty cool and sad. Getting taken over, yeah. Moving on to number 35. Number 35 is ryokan. Ryokan are definitely very nice. I love me staying at a good ryokan. But ryokan are traditional Japanese inns that haven't changed that much from the Edo area. They represent a chance to experience traditional Japanese architecture and culture. So most ryokan are going to be attached to a onsen, but not all of them. Not all of them have to be attached to an onsen. Just the times that I've stayed at ryokan, they have onsen. Or if they don't have onsen, then they're going to have like definitely I'm playing with like a little tripod thing. They're gonna have like a nicer bath, and they have nicer meals and whatnot. But yeah, I love me. I've never stayed in a ryokan. Dang, boy, you gotta get on that, Kyushu Trails. They have many, many nice ryokan in Kyushu. For sure, gotta get on that. Yeah, I gotta get me something to drink. I ran out of water. I might just go get me a beer. Hold on, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Make jokes and chat. Yeah, what's up? I'm back. Jokes in chat. Oh, literal. I made it. I have not also Kyushu. Don't listen to Dan. Live your life. Live your life. Haha. No way. Haha. No way, chair. That's such a funny story. Anyway, and again, this isn't beer. This is a beer-like substance. This is a beer-like beverage. Let's Happoshu again. Green Label brings you a comfortable and refreshing time. Green Label kitty. So we're gonna do that, yeah. But ryokan are very nice. I love me ryokan. I stayed in one. The most recent, I think, was this past summer in Yuhuin. Headache in a can. I don't know. People say they get headaches from this stuff, man. I don't know. I think it's delicious. Like White Claw. White Claw. What's White Claw? That was my nickname in high school. White Claw. Just a joke, by the way. It's just a thing I say sometimes. Yeah, Ryokan, number 35. Oh, number 35 and number 36 definitely go. The Hangover is much rough off of Happoshu. Haha, for me at least. Much rougher. Yeah. I don't know. I've never really gotten drunk off of Happoshu. Like, if I'm drinking, I'm not drinking like Happoshu. Like, I'm actually drinking like beer. Or like other kind of beverages. And whatnot. But yeah. So number 35 was ryokan, which is like the traditional Japanese hotel. Number 36, they go hand in hand, which are futon. I love me sleeping in a good old futon. But futon are Japanese futon beds are relatively thin mats designed to be laid out on a traditional tatami floor at night and to be put away during the day. They allow for rooms to be multi-purpose, as you can store your bed in the day. Futon are also part of Japan's traditional lifestyle living, eating and sleeping close to the floor. Yep, very much so. I sleep in a bed, but when we stay the night at the grandparents' house, we stay in futon, and I love it. Or ryokan. At most ryokan, they're going to be futon. There's some ryokan that I think they have beds and whatnot, but I think that most traditional Japanese hotels have them, yeah. Futon all the way here. Yeah, Tokeni, Andy says he sleeps on a futon, which is awesome, man. I don't know. I'm not against it, but I just have a bed, so me and my wife, and that's nice. Yeah, a good futon versus a cheap one. Yeah, for sure. Like a cheap one, it's cheap, but the really good ones, man, they are just like it's like you're sleeping. I can't futon bed for the win. Yeah. So the futons that like in the United States that we know as futon are definitely not like what Japanese futon are. Japanese futon are like it's just a big old comfy cushion that you lay out on the floor. Like, but when you get like yeah, it definitely for sure opens up space, because like that's what they said in their post there was yeah, sleeping on a cloud or just sleeping like in a big old fat marshmallow. Like it's just a big old like fluffy mess of just awesomeness that you can sleep in, yeah. But yeah, good old futon. Number 37, definitely very, very Japanese, and it has affected the entire world, and it reaches all over the world, which is origami. Yeah, check that out. Here, I'm gonna click on that right now. No, I'm not. Yeah, tools to get down on the floor to sleep. Grr, too old. Yeah. But origami for sure. That's very, very Japanese. I've never made a paper crane. I've never made me a paper crane. I've made some other origami kind of stuff, but I've never really gotten to origami like too much. I know a couple guys that are just like all into origami, like that's their hobby. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Like, because they make some really cool stuff sometimes. But yeah, origami has definitely affected the world. Yeah, I'm really bad at origami. Met an 8-year-old who is literally a professional. Yeah, they have origami professionals and stuff like that for sure. Oof. Hold on, my chair is like it's all the way up. I don't know. I felt my chair was like weird. Yeah, I had a friend who made 100 chains while his wife was pregnant. That's awesome, man. The stuff he makes on the fly with a napkin is insane. Yeah. 100 cranes, I'm guessing, is what you meant. Yeah, there's a lot of like schools and stuff like that. Like kids will do like heiwa gakushu, which is basically peace learning. They learn about peace, and they'll go to like here in Kyushu. Yeah, I thought it was like 100 cranes. Yeah, but they'll go to like in Kyushu. A lot of them they'll go to I gotta hit the futon. Thanks, Dan. Have a good night. Thanks, Kyushu Trails, man. We'll hang out. We'll hang out soon. Let me know more about our outing later. If that's still a go or not. I'm totally down for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Danielle's still here or not. Maybe she is. Maybe she shouldn't. I don't know. She said she could only hang out for a little bit, but yeah. What other things? So in Kyushu, a lot of the schools they'll go to Nagasaki for there's as you know, most people know Nagasaki was bombed by an A bomb, an atomic bomb, World War II area, whatnot. But yeah, it's getting late. Yeah, for sure. 11:20. I get going in a few minutes too. No problem, man. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit longer, but we'll see. But yeah, they build like a lot of cranes and stuff like that, or they do a lot of cranes. Yeah, cool. Seems like some people are ducking out, so yeah, we're gonna end the list there. I'm still gonna hang out and talk about stuff. 8:20 in the morning and doing laundry. It's 11:22 at night here, and I'm off tomorrow. I just have to do dad duties. I gotta be Daddy Daniel, Daddy Dan, all day tomorrow. But yeah, those kids they'll fold like 1,000 cranes, but it's not all themselves. Literally like the entire school, like their homework is each kid has to fold like 10 cranes, and if you have a school of like 300 kids and 30 you got thousands of cranes, so they string them up. It's pretty cool. I just never folded one myself. Way back when I was a young lad, a wee young lad, in the Shire. Andy says, this was one where someone did it for her daughter and she didn't make it or something like that after the bomb. Yeah. I think there's like a special, there's like one kind of a couple special cranes and stuff like that. There's a story about it. Yeah. I know about that because there was like some jewelry, oddly enough, in Hawaii that like a company was trying to wanted the Japanese travel agency that I was working at to like push onto Japanese travelers in Hawaii. And it was a crane. I don't know, whatever. The hell was I talking about? I have no idea. I lost my train of thought of cranes and stuff like that. But yeah, origami, interesting stuff. Like I'm not too big in origami, but I think it's pretty cool when people can make some cool stuff just by folding paper. Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. When I was in just a wee young lad, when I would go to summer camps. Nah, man, you're cool. I would go to summer camps, right? I think it was church camp of all places, but I learned how to make a rose out of a napkin, right? Learn how to make like a napkin rose, and that's pretty fun. I've made a few and gave them to girls back when I was in high school, and they thought it was like really cute. Like, oh, thank you for making it for me. It's kind of cheesy. But yeah, that's what dumb high school boys do. For sure. I'm glad that my internet is like not acting up tonight. because Monday night. Monday night is my normal stream, and I want to get into the regular habit of doing this every Monday. Past 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago, I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't happening. And last week, my internet wasn't feeling it. Which is great. Because I love just hanging out and talking random crap to the camera and whatnot, because it's a lot of fun. And I want to grow the channel so that the channel one day can, make revenue and give back to the community that loves Japan. And I need to do more of my part. I need to be cranking out like a lot of content. Props to Andy, because Andy's like a content machine lately. It's great. It's great fun to watch him constantly, and hang out on his streams and his content and stuff like that. Very, very active, and it's awesome. Definitely. And I don't know, man. The algorithm, sometimes it likes me, sometimes it doesn't. Like, I think it kind of liked my onsen video a little bit. Like, that's got my son, like, he does take up a lot of time, and like that, like, my YouTube is never gonna family's first for me. Like, taking care of the son. Mine are grown and gone. I'm just starting the journey. My son is 2, and it's just amazing to see him growing up every day. Every day I come home, like, he's got a new word he can say. He's doing something funny. Like, recently he's been acting like a cat. He's never seen a real, well, I don't want to say he's never seen a real cat, right? But he's never petted a cat. We don't have a cat. He's never been around cats. Maybe he's seen cats on TV, but he's like crawling around going meow meow. It's cute, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, for sure. Andy's videos are good. Yeah. I also have a very short commute. Yeah. I have a long commute, so it takes me about an hour or so on the train. So there's like 2-hour video that for mom. Yeah. I'll try to take a picture of my son acting like a, yeah, no, I love my son. He's great. It's not easy for sure. But it's rewarding. It's like, wow, I actually have a purpose in life. It's great to take care of my son, and he's such a cute little ball of fun. And then sometimes he's just naughty, and I gotta be a grown up, So, but yeah, no, like I said, for the Come to Japan channel to grow, I just have to be putting out a lot more content and a lot of better content. And it's really tough. That's why, like I said, Andy, your stuff is rocking it recently. Like, the lighting is good, the editing is good, the music is good, and I really hope nothing but the best. Like, I just feel like most of the videos I'm watching, I'm like, how is this not like reaching more, And then stupid dumb videos like of a McDonald's cup and the onsen, like the onsen video, it's not like viral by any means, man, but it's got close to 100 views in 2 days, right? Like, and I've gained like, oh man, I don't know how many subscribers I gained. I gained like 10 subscribers just from that video, and it's not even that like good. It's short. It's all filmed on my cell phone. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I don't know. It's no worries. It's evergreen content, so it'll be relevant in 3 years, which means there is room to grow. Yeah, for sure, man. Trying to mine. I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that kind of stuff gets views fast. So good to call on that. Um, for sure. But like I don't know. I need to be putting out a lot more content because, I've been watching a little bit of Roberto Blake just because, like, I didn't know who he was until you linked to it, and then I watched some of his stuff, and like, very interesting dude. He's got a great personality and like just a great message, and I think that's why he's got a lot of subscribers because he's very genuine, very genuine about his message and what he wants to do. And whatnot, and the whole make 100 crappy videos. I'm halfway there, but I will say this, all right, and maybe I'll do it in another stream, but I revived my channel, right? I started it in Hawaii, and yeah, no, Roberto Blake's got a really cool channel for sure, yeah. I like him more than vidIQ guys. The vidIQ guy is kind of like, he's just interesting for sure, but Roberto Blake just try to make an actual connection and actually talk to his audience and like feels like, he's your bud, Anyway. But since I revived my channel in August, no, I revived it in April of last year. I just was like, I finally found myself having a little bit extra time, and I'm like, all right, cool, I can do this YouTube thing again, because I was doing YouTube I was monetized when I was in Hawaii way back when you didn't have to like jump a million crazy hoops to get to be monetized. Anybody could be monetized when I actually started, and actually if I look at my YouTube page, I have $6 I have $6 worth of ad revenue that YouTube owes me someday in the future, but they don't pay out until you make $100. Anyway, I made videos in Hawaii and saw a little bit of success. I gave away a camera and some. I was doing giveaway videos because I wanted my channel to get big, And I was like, oh yeah, do giveaway videos because those are like big at the time, like back in 2013ish, So I had a bunch of extra camera gears that I didn't need, and I had some earbuds and whatnot that I gave away, and those videos were really good. I got like 4,000 views and stuff like that, a bunch of subscribers. Anyway, when I started this YouTube journey, again, I was at like 350 some odd subscribers, right? And now I'm at like 700 and something, like maybe 710 or something now. So just in the 8 or so months that I've kind of revived it and haven't put out that many videos, I've grown, 400 subscribers, so it's, I've seen growth. It's just interesting, and I'm really thankful that people like watching my stuff. Like, it's not that interesting. Like, I look at it and I'm just like, man, I don't know what brings people back. I don't know, just getting lucky with titles and stuff. Got to work on that view time though, because it's like you work hard over a full year, 12 months of trying to get content out there and get the view hours, and it just resets and it's like blah. So anyway, YouTube is very interesting, and I want to try to share Japan with as many people as possible, and bring as many people out to Japan as possible, and hopefully the whole goal is to bring out larger YouTubers, bring out bigger YouTubers, so they can come to Japan. And I have like kind of interview kind of style, not really game showy, but kind of game showy interview kind of style show that they come onto the Come Japan channel. And yes, it resets. It very much resets. So you'll lose the view time in the 12 months. So that's why I'm kind of stressing, because it's like, it's not a running total. Nope, it's not a lifetime total. It's in the past 12 months. So look it up. Look it up the YouTube, look it up on YouTube. People talk about how it's not a running total. Yeah, video idea, the difference between us and Japan groceries. Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. Um, I could do a grocery store because I work at a shopping center sometimes. Like one of my schools that I teach at, um, is in a shopping center, so I can, I can do that. Yeah, I can probably just like go into the shopping center and get that there. I'm messing with my mic a little bit. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah. Andy, look it up. Like the view time, it'll reset. So like, basically, it's not a channel. Let's see. Okay, I knew that. I thought you meant after the first 12 months it goes back to 2. Back to 0. No, it doesn't go back to 0, but you'll start losing the time. Like, for instance, whatever view time you had in like December of it's 2019, so any view time you had in December of 2018, like that kind of goes away towards your monetization watch time hours. Like, it's still on your channel, like the views don't go away, but they don't as long as my watch time keeps improving each month, that shouldn't be an issue. Well, I gotta work on that. Like, I only have, less than 1,000 view hours in the past 12 months, so like that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So basically that's what it is. So it doesn't go down to 0. No. It's not like 2020 boom 0 hours. No. Um, something sounds different. My wife is blow drying her hair. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you hear that? Like, my bathroom is like right out that door and to the like other side, and I was like, I hear something. Maybe it's only me, but no, yeah, I have to work on the view time and get more videos out there, and that's why these streams are helping. Can't hear it. No, again, these Bose headphones, I can literally hear lots and lots of stuff here. Maybe if I did you hear it there? I turned my my recording volume. Ooh. Yeah, we just gotta keep plugging away. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn that back down so you guys can hear it. Turn up the gain. Yeah, just crank the gain. Crank the gain.
More gains.
Yeah, so and that's why these streams, they definitely help, and again, if I could do more one stream. Night, man. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you on your stream tomorrow night. You gotta learn kanji to survive. Yeah, made it for a bit, and definitely hope to hear about your podcast. Hopefully that went well. Kaz guy seems like a very interesting dude. So yeah. Anyway, so now I think it's it's just Rob and a couple other people, like 3 or 4 people hanging out. I don't know. That's awesome, man. Send me a link to the podcast. I'll definitely check that out tomorrow on my day off. I'll just put it on. Night, man. おやすみなさい。お疲れ様です。またね。Yeah, but Andy was in a podcast by another kind of guy, a Japanese guy who does English content. He speaks English and Japanese and stuff like that, for sure. But anyway, yeah, we're getting ready to go into New Year's here, which is a good time. I get a lot of time off for New Year's. So my last day of school that I have to teach classes is the 28th, which is also my wife's birthday. So, yeah, I'm going to do some birthday shopping tomorrow for her, and whatnot. And yeah, so my last day of teaching classes is the 28th, and I have the 29th, 30th, 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I go back to work on the 6th. So I have a good 8 days, right? Wait. 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 24. Huh? 7 days? No. Wait. 29, 30, 31st. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I have 8 days. I have a good old 8 days off, which is awesome. And I don't know. We're not gonna do too much. Just relax and kind of chill. It's hard to travel during that time. It's not hard to travel. It's just love the finger counting. I'm like, I don't know. I'm good at counting. I count good. Yeah, in Japanese you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how you count in Japanese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Basic math is hard. I'm not so good at the math. No, I actually have to like teach my kids like basic math and stuff like that. So I'm doing like, you know, all that stuff, and I have to find like flashcards and not flashcards, but worksheets. I gotta make worksheets and stuff like that for kids to learn math, you know. So it's kind of hot. RoboCop is kind of hot. He's toasty. RoboCops. Anyway, well, I've had this stream going for an hour and 40 minutes now. I will probably, I don't know, I might hang out a little bit more. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Like just kind of hang out. Tuesday nights are my night offs, or Tuesday nights are my days off, so I can kind of stay up a little bit later. But you know, as I said earlier, I got dad's duties. I got to go shopping for Christmas and birthday presents. It's kind of easy. I don't want to talk too loud because if my wife hears, but it's pretty awesome because I can get like nice. I can get Christmas and birthday presents at the same time, and it's just so easy. It's so convenient. Anyway, yeah, man. Oh, it's a sign. Bloom da
Dee dum da.
dum dee.
Dum da dum dee dum da.
Yeah, I think it's perfect time. Perfect time to end the stream here. We're gonna switch to that screen. Maybe you might not be able to hear me, so I'm back here. But I'm blue. Dum dee dum die. Yeah, what happens is that when my camera runs out of battery, I got this awesome blue screen. So anyway, night to everybody. Thanks to everybody. I don't know who's still there. It looks like I have 2 people, but I think it's pretty much only Rob hanging out here. But yeah, nice, man. Night, man. You know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Maybe if you're hanging out, are you going to Mom's? If you're going to Mom's, maybe we'll try to set up a face, but it's gonna be kind of hard because the time difference. You know, I definitely like to get on a Skype or something like that, so where, you know, Hayes could, guys could see Hayes like, you know, bouncing around and him talking and stuff like that. We did that Saturday. Oh, missed the ball there. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll have to you know, maybe I'll do a FaceTime again later sometime. So, all right, have a good night. ありがとうございました。またぜひぜひ来てください. Thanks again. We're doing my place Eve at 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. What time is that for us? 2 p.m. world clock. So Chicago, it's 8:44. Yeah. So that would be, I don't know. I'm not doing the math right now. Let's see. 2 o'clock you said, right? 2. So let's see. So it's like 6 hours. So it would be bright early in the morning. Like, it would be like 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, good night. Arigatou gozaimashita. Everyone, hit the subscribe button. It helps me grow. I gotta have 1,000 subscribers. So, anyway, guys, thanks again. Have a great night. Oyasumi nasai. That's how you say good night in Japanese. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi nasai. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Mata ne. Bye bye. See you. Clicking, clicking, clicking. Bye bye.